Hey guys, Jose here again. I'm going to talk about the MLB offseason news once again. Um, and this just came down. The Yankees acquire um, Starlin Castro for Adam Warren for exchange for Adam Warren and Brendan Ryan. Um, for me, as a Yankees fan, it's great because the Yankees were looking for, to get younger, to get cost control guys and to upgrade at second base. And in Sterling Castro, they got all those three in one. So it's a win-win-win situation. Um, with Castro, they do I believe they do get enough get in his bat. I'm not so sure about his defense. Uh, when Madden moved him, to second base with the Cubs, he relished the opportunity and just went off. So I am excited to see what he is able to do with the Yankees, and I'm excited to see him to see how he transitions to the American League. As always, with the players that transition from one league to another, um, you know, there's always a learning curve. But like I said, excited as a Yankees fan, just to see the Yankees do something, for a change, something big for a change, in these last couple of years during the off season. Yeah. Now let's go to the Cubs up perspective. And Adam Warren, they are getting a kind of like a swing guy, a reliever and a starter in one package. Um, a guy that in the bullpen is lights out. You can rely on him. To get the important outs. Like in the seventh or the eighth innings. Um, you can also rely on him to give you some spot starts. And also if you need him as a starter, he can start for you and be effective. So you always have that in the back of your mind as a Cubs fan. So you know, and he's still young, so the Cubs will have him for a couple of years, and you know you, let's see how he does. I mean, I wasn't expecting him to be traded, because how it was rumored that Brett Gardner was the one that was going to be traded, but it ended up being Adam Warren and Brendan Ryan. Well, and Brendan Ryan, you do get his glove, a gold glove winner at shortstop. Can play second base. If I'm not mistaken, he also played third base. So a utility guy, for the Cubs, and utility guys are always important, in, in every team. So that's good. So yeah, Uh, but for both teams, that is a win-win. They addressed spots that I believe they needed. The Cubs do solidify their bullpen, a little bit more with the addition of Adam Warren and the rotation in that matter if they need him in the rotation. So yeah. But you might say, then what does that do for, second base for the Cubs? Um, the Cubs do sign Ben Zobrist to a 4-year deal. So yeah, I mean, for me, this was not expected. I thought he was gonna go back to the Royals. In my opinion, but but he does end up going to the Cubs. Um, of course, there's the ties there with Joe Madden and and I guess Theo Epstein, as like almost all 30 teams, like the versatility that he brings. He could play second base. He could play outfield. Ben Roberts can play almost every position on the field. So versatility is always a uh, key on winning teams. And as we all know, the Cubs did reach the postseason, and not as one of those sloppy teams. They did win 95 games if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, yeah. So they do solidify his second base, um, and if I was a Cubs fan, I would be excited because of the caliber that is Ben Zobrist as a player and as a teammate. You don't hear nothing bad about that guy. So it's a good investment. So, and also last but not least, the the Arizona Diamondbacks acquire Shelby Miller from the excuse me from the Atlanta Braves um, in exchange for Dansby Swanson and a couple of other players. I'm not sure. Um, but Dansby Swanson, as we all know, is the first overall pick this last year's draft class. So I mean, this is the first time I ever seen this. As a baseball fan, this is the first time I ever seen this. So I mean, I guess the Braves didn't know what they wanted, and but but let's go to the 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 Arizona Diamondbacks point of view. Um, that this the, I believe this does solidify their rotation, and that does give them I think a slight that gives them the edge over the division because because be, because like we all know Miller excuse me Miller did have a bad year record wise, but his ERA, what was one of the top ERAs in the National League. So some more offense, uh, with the Diamondbacks. I think this is a perfect fit. I think the Diamondbacks are going for it all this year, and this is exciting for me as a baseball fan. You know, so this is perfect, for the Diamondbacks. They solidify their rotation, and of course their offense is what it is, and that's no hit to them because they did a good job last year. So if it does translate, um, they realistically do have a shot to win the division next season. So yeah, and also last but not least, I'm sorry, I just remembered something. Um, Last but not least, the 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 Cardinals acquire Jed Jerko from from the Padres uh, for John Jay. So you know that does give the Cardinals again versatility. I guess versatility is the key to today's action, but yeah, that does give him versatility. So yeah, so it's a perfect a perfect fit. I believe uh Jericho has been consistent. I mean, last year he did have a down year, so I guess buy low, uh buy low, sell high kind of things once again. But but yeah, so it's perfect. I think it's low risk. Low risk, high, high ceiling. Things. So so yeah, perfect. Um, and what's it called? John Jay does go to the Padres. I mean, that does give him an outfielder. I mean, but I don't really look at it as something great, because John Jay has not really been great. But that does give him like I said, a consistent outfielder. Um, so yeah, let me know your thoughts, on this video, on the topics. And if you guys have any ideas for my videos, for this channel, leave it down in the comments below. And this is Jose. See ya.